Welcome in. Collective readings, all signs, okay, for the first week of May. I realize it's Monday. My week starts on Tuesday. Yours can too. Just kidding. I'm not, actually. We are going to start at Aries, work our way all the way around to Pisces. Times for each reading will be in the description box down below. That way, if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, you surely do not have to, my friend. Aries, what's up for you? May 5th through whatever. Okay, not really whatever. What is that date? Fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, the 11th. May 5th through the 11th. Aries. Okay. Well, I mean, there's change. Okay. Change is significant. Probably everybody's going to get change. I'm not going to lie. The way the cosmos are right now, it's being highlighted. But definitely getting into the energy of change. But that change is going to come from within first. You're being called to go within. Be your own guide. Be your own guru. Go within and see, what is my soul asking of me right now? What does my higher self need to convey to me, my physical 3D self, so I can live more aligned? For some of you, I'm hearing, so I can live more abundantly, right? The energy of joy, the energy of celebration, energy of just absolute happiness. I mean, who could not be happy looking with that card, right? And then the 9 of Pentacles out here. This is the abundance. You are now able to receive the fruits of your labor. You are able to see in real time that your needs can be met. You can always have more, blah, blah, blah. How do you get yourself here? Your soul has a path. Your soul knows your ultimate life purpose, right? And so how do we get from where we're at to where we want to be? Your soul is the only thing that knows that path. Your soul, your spirit guides, they know that path. So it's about opening ourselves up to a new energy here, opening ourselves up to a new portion of this path, and allowing ourselves to feel just absolutely abundant. Absolutely in the energy of Mother Earth, where she is the ultimate nurturer. She is the energy of everything will be okay. She's like, what's the name of that one book? Chicken Noodle Soup for the Teenage Soul. Warm homemade chicken noodle soup is what I think of when I think of the Queen of Pentacles, okay? She is just that ultimate caregiver, but she cares for herself first. And so while you're caring for yourself, you're also being called to really see life from a different perspective and find the perspective shift you need to start having the life you want. Because the life you want is on the other side of what you're currently doing. That's point blank, you know? When you want something different, you have to shift your perspective. And most often your perspective has already started to shift, which is why you want something different. So honing in on that energy and working from that is going to be your best bet. Next up is Taurus. All right, Taurus, it is your time to shine. What you got? You got some manifestations coming in, Taurus. You got some manifestations showing up. It feels like those are the byproduct of ending a cycle that has been just weighing you down mentally and emotionally. It's giving you had to learn a new way to live life. You had to learn new things, new coping mechanisms, I'm hearing for a lot of you. Okay. And that allowed you to move through that tower moment to then end whatever cycle that was. And on the other side of that ending, not only do you have wish fulfillments, but you also have the Ace of Pentacles out here with the 9, 10, 7, and Queen. So you have wish fulfillments coming in regards to your stability, in regards to your manifestations with money, and in regards to your manifestations within your home. Persephone is being highlighted right now. Isn't she the goddess of hearth and home as well as love and fertility? I think so. She was highlighted to me today, actually. So this has her energy on it as well. We are in the space where manifesting change, manifesting money assistance is real. Be open to receiving that, knowing that you are worthy of it is how it starts to show up. And then it makes a really big impact on your entire life. All right. And that's also on, the family energy, like literally on your entire life, they're saying. So, if you have been in a space where you have needed more, where you have come to the realization that what you have isn't enough and it's not working, your family's needs will be taken care of. You will be cared for by spirit. It's about recognizing that you have to walk away from some of those patterns. Yeah, you have to walk away from some of those patterns to move yourself through that energy and to heal through some of that stuff. And a lot of you are just feeling real stuck, real ugh, and you're judging the crap out of yourself for it. But this healing energy does bring in that spiritual assistance. Okay, it does bring in that energy of all needs will be met. So keep leaning into that this week. Know that without a doubt, your needs can and will be met. We just have to get to the spot where we know that intuitively and intrinsically, and we stop second guessing it. All right. For those of you listening, if you too want to learn to read tarot and work on your spiritual gifts, the growth and expansion of those, I do offer mentorship, and I rarely talk about it. But I am a spiritual guide for several folks while they learn to embrace their spirituality and how to use it. Gemini. The devil card had flipped over and I was like, oh my God, the devil, it is them, the Geminis. No. I don't know why that popped into my brain, but here we are. Geminis, you're feeling emotionally heavy right now. For a lot of you, that translates into heaviness in your lower body as well, your legs, your hip area, your buttocks. The energy feels very heavy and in a space where, is this energy even mine? Is this me? Am I really feeling this way? Or is this someone else's energy and they're pulling on mine, or whatever the case may be? You're being guided to take a close look at that. Take a close look at that. Take a close look at your emotions. What are they leading you to? What are they guiding you to? And what are you courted to that you no longer need to be courted to, but you're still holding on to? It's time to get good at cutting that shit off and moving the hell on. Okay? You aren't made to sit on the sidelines. You're not. You're made to really stand out. You're made to stand up and stand out and show out, frankly. And how you get to this energy is you really have to meditate on your self-concept. You don't have to meditate on it. You can do the inner work on it, though. On self-concept, on how you view yourself, on how you show up for yourself, how you allow other people to show up for you, and the ways in which you sabotage that sometimes. There is this energy of like, well, I can do everything by myself and I know all the things, but do you know how to just receive? Do you know how to receive? Stop cutting off your blessings because you feel this toxic independence of I have to get everything done, right? You don't. You don't. Everything happens in a cycle and everything happens for a reason. And knowing those reasons and going within and allowing yourself to be intuitively guided is the way forward. It's the way forward. And leaning into that and recognizing that now is going to help you long term. Cancer. Feels like an awful lot of cards here, Cancer. Okay, maybe not. Normal amount. Okay. You're working through some things, though. Absolutely, you are. You're in this space where you're feeling like a lot of things have been hidden from you, from people in your life. It's really giving like a parental figure, okay? But these things leave you feeling emotionally unavailable, also emotionally disconnected from self. And then there's the heartbreak energy, right? Where every time somebody lies to you, every time they try to get you to see their way over your way, or whatever this is, it feels like a combo. I mean, it is a collective reading. But this does feel like a combination of energies here where it's like Seven of Swords is often about lying, cheating, stealing, backstabbing, but having that illuminated, right? Having that illuminated, having it finally shown to you. And it's giving that this has always been something that's been shown to you. We've just maybe not been in the energy of receiving that at all times because these are people that, you know, you needed to care for you. But Spirit is helping you move through that deeper, darker energy right now. They want you to focus on your connection to them. They are highlighting your spiritual connection. You know, how can you start using that to your advantage? How can you start using that for your personal growth, right? And focusing in on finding your sense of stability, your sense of partnership within your connection to Spirit. Because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a partnership. We're supposed to be able to work in tandem with them to achieve our ultimate desires. And so you're being asked to kind of focus on that energy right now and focus on how you can start achieving some of your personal successes. And it's going to be by honoring your creativity, honoring your sensuality, honoring your divine feminine energy. I just put out a podcast about that today. And by honoring that divine feminine energy, you will find that you are attracting a ton of new opportunities for money, for career, for advancement. And it's about being open to receiving those, which again is the divine feminine energy. So I would be doing some reading. I would be doing some research about what it would mean for you based on your birth chart, your human design chart, to be in the feminine, to be in the receptive mode. What does your energy call for you to do? Okay. I've noticed lately there has been a big call for focusing on the human design and the birth chart and pulling those together to generate a report, basically, of what you specifically need with the current energies or whatever it is you're actually asking to receive. So that could be confirmation for someone as well, getting some human design knowledge or even getting a human design reading from someone you find reputable, okay? Leo, let's see where you're headed. You're headed for love. If you're looking for it, you're right for it. Some of you are headed toward a love connection. Two of Cups is the soulmate energy. Lover's card is also soulmate energy, usually twin flame energy as well. Going with the flame because Knight of Wands showed up. So there will be a twin flame showing up. It feels like this is going to be a slower moving connection. Slower than you're used to, let me say. And they're highlighting that because this is the Knight, not the King. It will be a little, I mean, technically it would be the word immature, but really what I more get is that this is going to be a slow burn, okay? So this is going to be a connection that will take work. It will take commitment, okay? Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It will take work, it will take commitment, but that steadfast energy does bring about exactly what it is you're looking for. That long-term love, that soulmate connection, that deep tie, right? And it is on your path. And this is like a gift to you from spirit. You've done a lot of really good things. You've mastered a lot of your darkness and you have cultivated it into the lightness. And because of that, your lightness is going to call in your divine counterpart. So at this time, they want you to focus in on how you can bring more joy to your life, how you can bring more manifesting energy into your life to start setting yourself up for further success. You're not at the bottom of the rung here. You have achieved a lot of things in life, and you're going to take those experiences and you're going to build upon them for the next season of life. And they want you to really be open to receiving. They want you to really be open to seeing what your energy needs from you, as opposed to allowing yourself to respond to whatever the world wants of your energy. Right now, you need to take your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and hold them at a higher regard than other people's, to get to the spot where you can end some of these cycles that leave you feeling overworked and underpaid. So yeah, it is your season for love. Split the deck to the Four of Wands right there. It is your season for love. Be open to receiving it. Allow it to show up in all the ways. If you have been looking for love, I am also hearing that not only should we be on one app, okay, one app, the app of your choice, but you also need to be making moves to get outside. Get outside, live some real solid, good life. Even if you're an introvert, there is a club, there is a group out there for you. Find it. This is a hobby. This isn't, I'm going to go here because I'm going to find my other half. No, this is a hobby. This moves your energy. Moving energy is always the key to success. Stagnancy comes from when you don't move your own energy. And in some cases, when you don't move your physical body. Virgo. Virgos, let's see where you're headed. Those two? Okay. No, I could have sworn one of these flipped. Did it not? Maybe it didn't. Hidden truths are being uncovered, Virgo. Yeah, hidden truths are being uncovered at this time for you, okay? It's giving that we are sitting in the energy of nothing is working out the way we want it to. Spirit is asking for you to take a little bit of a different look around, have things progressed. Have things started showing up in your reality that really have made a difference for you, okay? Because the answer feels like yes. While emotionally you feel as though it's not enough or things haven't come to fruition yet, in reality, you are still actively manifesting that change. You are still actively walking the path on these stairs to achieve the spot where the next cycle starts. So you're getting there. Spirit is here to assist you, and you are smack ass in the middle of the death and rebirth. And while you lean into the energy of the death and rebirth, and while you lean into the energy of spirit helping you, you will find that your finances, that financial increase you're looking for, will show up. It will show up. This is something you've been working towards since October. 10 of Pentacles, October, okay? And it's happening, but it's happening slower than you had anticipated. This is not a bad thing. This is just a life thing, okay? Keep leaning into your intuition, keep allowing it to guide you, and keep focusing in on the action steps that you need to take between now and July/August. It feels like July to mid-August. So right before Virgo season. What moves do you need to make to be in the energy of success? What does that look like to you, and how do you define it? Keep leaning into your intuition, and then as you lean in, take that divinely guided action, okay? Allow yourself to really come to the realization that all hangups are indicative of you not taking the action when you need to, or not hearing it, okay? You are moving out of heartbreak and into balance. Spirit does not want you to sit here being down and out and not having a way forward. You are making your way forward and they are coming through to assist you. You need to show up for yourself. You also need to connect into source a little more consistently. You have not done anything wrong. You will achieve what you're looking to achieve. And it will happen. I can also see the Ace of Pentacles from here. So you are doing what you're being guided to do, and you will be rewarded for following the intuitive nudges. The divine timing on that is what it is, but it will happen. All right, Libra. Let's see what this week has in store for you, the 5th through the 11th. Okay. Lots of similar energies in the other readings if you have not watched them. Completely fine if you haven't. You are being tasked with, not asked, you're being tasked with to, number 1, trust in divine timing. Number 2, lean a little further in to spirit. Lean a little further into their divine guidance. And that's because mental space management is real. Okay? There is no need to fear the unknown. There is no need to fear life itself. The energy here is like, hey, I don't even trust me. I don't even trust me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know much. But what I do know is I don't like what I'm currently experiencing. And it's like you kind of want to take the blame for it. Okay? But at the same time, everything feels so heavy. You're just like, there's no way I could have done this to myself. The answer is correct. Correct. Some of it is your childhood wounds coming into play here. And some of it is just your being asked to take a look and recognize when you are being blocked from a path, it doesn't mean no, it just means not this one. And sometimes it just means not this time. But you're taking no's and redirections as if it is the end of the factual world. It is not. It is not. They want you to remind yourself of who you are deep down on the inside, that really soft little girl on the inside, little person on the inside. And remind yourself what you've always wanted and what you've always wanted from life and how you can really work towards achieving some of those goals at this time, because they're saying right now you're being prepped and aligned for success. You're being shown that life can be different than how it has been up until now. You simply have to be open to receiving the differences. It feels like you have been attempting to manifest and it's going well, whether you see it or not, because behind the scenes it's working. So keep showing up for yourself, keep loving yourself through these transitions and allowing yourself to see kind of the fruits of your labor, right? But also then seeing like your hard work, because manifestation can be hard work, is paying off. These manifestations are going to come in a plethora of ways. You cannot dictate the path in which the manifestations come in, but you can dictate how fast they arrive by doing the inner work. Scorpio, you are up next. Let's see where we go. All right. Get the one from the floor. Ooh, 2 from the floor. All right, it feels like there is some trouble afoot. This energy is, there are people in your circle, there are people in your midst who do not have your best interest at heart. These are people that really can't be trusted, okay? Spirit is trying to show you like, hey, we've been talking to you. We need to make sure that you hear us and that you take the appropriate action to remove these people from your life. There's a little bit of an energy here of there's going to be stuff to heal from when it comes to these folks, okay? There's going to be, it feels like mental stuff that shows up, and you're going to realize just how many ways in which these people were rude, condescending, narcissistic. And it's one of these things where it's like, cool, we've learned the cycle and now we can move on. Currently, though, you do feel really indecisive. You do feel really stuck. But these are people that literally challenge you on every last thing. You could be like, grass is green, and they'd be like, well, we thought it was purple today. But it's not. So getting good at releasing what no longer serves you is something that's going to come up over and over and over again until you master that cycle, until you decide that you need to switch up how you're doing life to change the energy around these cycles, okay? You're meant to be really abundant. You're meant to have a very full life. But when you have people in your way of achieving that full life, that's when spirit gets a little ornery. Okay. With the Empress out here, it's like, no, you are supposed to have all this and more, but we cannot give to you when you are in places and spaces where people will take. And you will allow that to happen. So they're wanting you at this time to really focus on what brings you joy, what brings you happiness. As you release these people, places, things, jobs, whatever, from your life, how do you reclaim your happiness? How do you love yourself through this? How do you show up for yourself that feels in a way that feels authentic, that allows you to do the healing work, but then also continue taking steps to move forward? Spirit will always bring you into alignment and into balance, but right now they want you to be in the action mode. They want you to go get things done, take care of you, set yourself up for success, and don't worry about other people. You're not missing out on any karma. Like, it's not going to be a bad thing to focus on you. And in fact, it will be the most beneficial thing, because then spirit has room to work and room to maneuver you into places and spaces where you can receive more blessings. Receiving blessings. All right. Up next is going to be Sagittarius. Okay. All right, Sagittariuses. You are currently experiencing some heartbreak, some pain, recognizing that people in your life, there's a love connection from your past, okay? And you're still reliving that pain. Spirit's asking you to make way, make room. We know you don't feel good currently, right? We know there is an energy of everything keeps going wrong. I'm just like hanging out here, stuck, can't really figure out what's going on. And I don't quite know how to move through it. And Spirit's like, yeah, you're not gonna move through it right now. You're gonna heal through it. You got to do the healing work to put yourself into a different mental space to be able to move forward. There is goodness coming in, but until you rectify with this past energy here, with this past person, you're going to be too bogged down to receive what's coming in, okay? Your intuition has been trying to make this known for a while. They want you to kind of get good at communing with them. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, 3 cups. So it's really about calling in the tribe spiritually that you need to make your way through some of these more trying times, because things are meant to be moving faster than they are, okay? When you put your faith in the divine, when you put the faith in your higher self, you are telling them, okay, we're good. We're good to go. I can roll with these punches. Everything will happen as it's supposed to happen. And what's supposed to happen right now is you're supposed to be in the receptive mode. You're supposed to be open and understanding while being in a space to receive gifts from Spirit. One of the gifts you will be receiving is a divine partnership. King and Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. So if you are looking for love, this is a divine partnership that is going to be showing up for you. You will have the first inkling of feeling them in your reality this week. If you are not looking for love, but you are looking for financial stability, it's about blending the masculine with the feminine energy to receive the money that you have been waiting to receive. And you absolutely must be open to receiving it as you're doing the inner and outer work. I feel like there's an art form to receiving, and some of us forget about that. We all have the masculine and the feminine within us, and so working to blend that energy is going to be important for this group. It's go time, you know? That's almost for any sign right now. Go time. All right, Capricorns. Capricorns, you are currently not feeling very abundant. And in fact, there is an energy of anxiety around your abundance, feeling like you just can't get your head above water with your finances at this point in time. Couple things. Number one, the Spirit's talking about go inside of yourself. You have got to get good at listening to that inner voice, and that inner voice is trying to have you maneuver some things in life so you can start getting into a different mental state to receive what it is you're looking for. The shift for everyone in regards to anything in life, but especially money, all comes from your brain first, okay? You have been trying to manifest this, and you have been doing it from a sense of lack, but they're asking for you now to do it from a sense of not only peace, but from a place of excitement, knowing that ultimately you will have everything you need, everything you want, everything you desire. So it's about celebrating those wins now before they arrive, knowing they can arrive in a plethora of ways. You are being asked just to rejoice, to hold space for yourself, to find that joy and that freedom inside of you while you continue to persevere on this path. There is plenty of new energy coming in. You have the ability to hold space for what is going to be while you let some of these cycles die off simultaneously. So Spirit is urging you to pay attention to that, allowing the cycles of poverty consciousness to die off so you can enter into a new mental state in regards to your finances. But I'm also hearing in regards to your self-worth in general, okay? Oftentimes our finances, or the lack thereof, well, finances in general, not lack, but finances in general play a major role in how we view ourselves, our self-concept, what we think our worth is. And it's getting good at shifting that perspective and that perception. Aquarius. You guys are going through a death and rebirth. You've recognized where you have been kind of overused and underappreciated. And you have made the space and started to walk away. Now the deal is, from this space, you are being asked to kind of sever those emotional ties as well as the mental ties and the physical ties, because you have been in such a lack mentality. That lack mentality showed up because the people you have surrounded yourself with have allowed their energy to be so much louder than your own, and you didn't raise your energy, you matched their frequency. So this is a time for you to get good and get clear on what does and does not work for you, allowing spirit to illuminate your path forward at this time. That makes it so you don't slide backwards and kind of repeat some of these cycles, because we want to call these cycles dead, overdone, and gone. Especially because you have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So all of these pentacles are saying, all of these pentacles are basically saying everything you want, you're going to get. Right? The more you nurture yourself, the more you focus on yourself, your boundaries, the more experiences are going to show up that leave you feeling wildly abundant, allowing you to have multiple streams of income that bring the balance, that bring the security and the stability that you're looking for, which then puts you into the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, right? From that space, you do have success. You do have love. You do have self-love. You also have bigger decisions to make. The more you become financially affluent, the bigger the decisions you have to make, the bigger the cost to your decisions, right? And so being in a spot where you are in the limelight, being in a spot where you are successful, it doesn't necessarily come at a cost, but it also does at the same time. Your decision-making processes will come under scrutiny, because to hold more wealth, you must be able to be calm, to be confident, to know that you are the leader and you are in charge of the wealth. So as you're looking to grow your personal wealth, you have to grow your capacity to receive and to hold. Not hold in a toxic way. You know, I got to hold everything. I can't spend a dime. I can't do this. It's not that. But your capacity to feel comfortable knowing that you can spend whatever you desire or not, and it's all okay. Pisces. Pisces, you've been putting in the work, you've been putting in the overtime, you've been doing all the things, okay? And Spirit is trying to let you know, hey, all the things you've been doing haven't necessarily been working out because you haven't shifted your mind yet. You haven't shifted your mindset yet. You have not done that subconscious reprogramming that allows you to move on from the energy of what you're currently in and be open to receiving new opportunities, new energies. Now, there is a lot of fast movement in your life this week. It's one of these times where you got to go with the flow. You got to allow the changes to occur. And then you have to just know that the changes that are showing up, you have worked hard to manifest. The changes that you are showing up, you have put time, attention, and energy into. And now you need to be in the spot where you can receive. Your hard work is paying off. You know that the inner healing that you have done around your money, okay, or around the lack thereof, is working. You have completed the cycle. You are going to be shown in real time that your healing work has brought you out of lack and into stability, into multiple streams of income, into actually seeing the fruits of your labor, the benefit of what you have put your time, attention, and energy into. And now you can be in a more peaceful energy. And when we are in that peaceful energy, it does allow us to call in that love we've been looking for, that soulmate energy that we have been waiting to show up. Now, soulmate energy, my favorite, is not the King and Queen of Swords. However, oftentimes partnerships that are emotionally connected as well as mentally connected collective can become very strong. And so if this is the case for you and you are calling in a love partner, this is someone who is mentally, emotionally, and physically strong. They are physically able, and they can be there for you through the ups and downs. Typically, your King of Swords is going to be a blue collar worker, someone who would be, you know, police, fire, EMS, business owner at times, you know, maybe a welder, maybe, you know, somebody who works with their hands, carpentry, whatever. But these are men who can get things done. And you combine that with a woman who can also get things done. And tensions can become high, but as long as there is a division of labor that works between the two of you, everything flows. Thanks for hanging in there. If you like more of these, I do post at least one collective reading a week where I go round robin like this. I am trying to sprinkle in more one-off readings for the collective without going through each sign. And then, as always, if anything resonates with you and you would like a one-on-one reading, all the links for my services are in the description box down below. Hope to see you around sometime.